r/AskReddit, what would you think of a 32-year-old woman still living with her parents? Yeah, I think there will be a shift to more multi-generational homes in the US. I'm still with my parents and I'm in my late 30s. I'm single and I don't have kids. My parents have a fairly big house. I have a stable job and I contribute to the household. Nothing wrong, bro. I'm a woman too. Smiley face. 20 years ago, I might have assumed she was taking care of a sick or elderly parent, or it was a short-term stay for job/moves. Otherwise, my head would have went to either can't support herself/freeloading or some sort of mental health issue. Nowadays, and for a while, it's totally normal and actually economically responsible in many cases. Who TF am I to judge? You are you, not me. I like this answer. Nothing TBH. I've learned not to judge a person's standard of living, at least when I don't know them personally. Life can be tough sometimes, and most people have their reasons for why they live the way they do. I have a brother who lived with our parents until he was 30 because of different health issues and financial reasons, so I know how tough it can be for someone to live on their own. M8, you can be 60 and still live at home. Times are tough and makes more sense to live at home to save up enough to afford to live. Just remember to help out around the house, you're still an adult. Not gonna lie, if you're 60 and still live at home, then you're probably helping your parents, not them helping you. Life is fucking tough. No shame on getting help from your parents as long as you contribute to the household. Either financially or just cooking and cleaning, etc. Most of humanity was like this until recently. Moving out is the weird phase. In my culture/ethnicity, you only move out for college or when you get married. What if you never get married? Times are tough. Not everyone has enough income to buy a house or rent. I would think that's the way of the world now, and she is a smart woman who doesn't overstretch herself and also sees her parents as an important part of communal living. I think nothing, lol, everyone's got their own timeline. The same thing I'd think about a 32-year-old male living with parents. I don't know the situation fully. Not my business. I'm in my mid-30s and I'm still living with my parents. To buy a house in the city, you literally have to be a millionaire, so I'm not moving out anytime soon. I can't afford to. In this economy. Totally valid. It wouldn't be for me, but that's also okay. My 55-year-old brother-in-law still lives with his parents and will never move out. They have a good life, he does a lot to care for them, and they are all happy. In this economy. Normal. Life is indeed tough. I mean, people need to stop thinking about what others will say. No big deal in staying with one's parent while planning better life. I'm 36 and want to move back home. Barely scraping by now, I cannot afford to live. I am a man who moved out at 30. I saved my money to buy a house and my parents let me stay as long as I worked. As expensive as everything is now, kicking your kid out at 18 seems cruel. If your kid is not getting into trouble and they are not lazy, I don't see the problem with staying at home. I live at home. A lot of people do. No care in the slightest. I'm jealous that you have a good enough relationship with your parents to consider that an option. Totally normal nowadays. The world is crazy. Housing prices are through the roof. I've been a 32-year-old woman living with my parents. I'm 58 and live with them. So what? Turning 37 and still living with family. What's the difference between that and living with roommates if you split rent? Living with parents, rent-free? Even better. Just gotta keep the boom boom noise low. Boom boom noise made me giggle. Shrug, that's not my business. It could be her parents need her help, could be cultural that multigens live under the same roof, could be she needs help, etc. I'm 40. I'd do anything to live with my mom again. She passed a few years back. Time is fleeting. There's no shame in embracing a healthy relationship. I'd think it was none of my business. I honestly don't mind still living with parents. More to spend time with them and you save money that way. I'm almost 59, and I share a house with my adult son, daughter, and her boyfriend. Who the heck can afford to live on their own anymore? 54, live with my oldest daughter and my 3 grandkids, it's awesome. Nothing is bad. Living with your parents is a wonderful thing. With today's real estate prices, pretty normal. That's their business. People are going to judge you for it. But at the end of the day, those same people will not help you. I'm in my 40s and had my parents move in with me. I've got a whole, small, house to myself and they're retired. I got hurt financially pretty bad the last few years. It isn't perfect, but it means they're not spending more than they could afford on housing and I'm paying off my mortgage faster. I think multi-generation/multifamily housing should be more of a thing, but like fancy cars, lawns, and other stupid American conspicuous consumption, it isn't the norm. In this economy, wouldn't blame you at all. As far as housing is concerned, we have far less opportunity than previous generations. Fucking A, this right here. Cheers, her memory lives on through you and your actions. My bro lived with my mom basically his whole life until she passed away and I found it to be the best situation for everyone. He struggled a bit financially, she struggled a bit physically. They both seemed happy with the situation and I liked the fact that I didn't have to worry too much about either of them. Yeah, I moved back home when I was 40 after I ended up on disability. I still paid rent though and helped out till she died. I've always thought the idea that we aren't allowed multi-generation families is silly. Family should be able to stay together. Time together is precious. A perfectly normal person just couldn't afford a house or didn't think it's worth the trouble. And probably in good relationships with their parents. In 2024, I'd be thinking they have issues finding/paying or they are saving for a mortgage. It's going to be fairly common to have multi-generational homes going forward. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.